Previously on Who Ditty Ditty Bang Bang. After burying the second victim, Wesley, the players began diverting their attention to the confines of the manor, beginning to uncover secrets within. In their next clue mission, the suspects had to impress 3 guest judges in creating the most creative crime scene based on Wesley's murder. After an argument between John and Littlefoot, instigated by Mystique, the judges enthusiastically chose the team of Anne, John, Darth Maul, Cruella, and Littlefoot to win. They earned the chance to view Wesley's true crime scene, causing more fingers to be pointed. For the safe house mission, the suspects competed individually on a word search for murder weapons. Coming out on top, Marie guaranteed herself safety. While still holding a grudge towards Anne, Marie took the safe path and chose the lowest performers in the safe house mission to be marked for death. This incited more frustration and anger from Darth Maul. However, the killer spared his life, along with John's. Before Matilda could share a valuable clue with Littlefoot, the killer intercepted and murdered her, making her the 3rd victim of the game. 12 began, only 9 remain.
Quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet. Like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods.
Rest in peace, Matilda. So young. Better Matilda than me, to be honest.
Rest in peace, my dear child. My reaction was no big loss. She was a snarky little bitch.
Oh, my little Matilda. I definitely didn't expect that. My sweet Matilda, murdered just before she could give me that clue to the killer. I was extremely surprised by Matilda's murder. I thought she was very suspicious at times and didn't see her being the one to be killed over the other 2.
This one hurts. Congrats, John and Maul. I was a bit surprised to see the killer pick her, but maybe the killer felt threatened by her in the game. She was the first truly active player to be eliminated, so I think this might be the first of many surprises to come.
Child murder is extra brutal. Rest in pieces. I did not know the child. I am unaffected. What is a chokey? Is that like where you are eating a good steak and it gets lodged in your throat?
Congratulations, Darth Maul and John. Sorry to see you go, Matilda. I was surprised and very scared.
Farewell, Matilda. Well, I must say I was shocked with Matilda's murder. I was more expecting her to be the killer, so it wasn't what I had thought would happen.
Poor Matilda. You will be missed. Congratulations, John and Maul. Is that what to say to survivors? I'm sad that the poor child Matilda was killed. The killer is definitely sick and twisted. Who kills a little child? I liked having Matilda around because I miss my own children, and it was easy to remember who I was talking to because nobody else is so small as she is, or was. It's just so horrible.
Not surprised a couple people have teamed up to pick off the least likely suspects. It's all been pretty predictable.
I don't know who thought it was a good idea to let a child here. They can't even, drink or invest capital. What's the point?
I'm definitely shocked. I thought Matilda was going to be safe. I even thought she may have been the killer.
That makes it twice that John and Darth Maul survived.
She had literally just talked to me right before she was murdered.
I decided to share the clue with Matilda. Then just as she was about to show me something that she noticed in the first clue, she was murdered. The timing was terrible. It's got to be Anne, John, or Darth Maul, right? They're definitely working together, so it makes sense if they keep being spared.
Feels good being safe again. I guess my plea worked.
Hello, my good friend John. It has been so long I haven't talked to you. How are you doing, darling? How are you feeling about the game so far?
I'm enjoying the game, but also looking at the people who haven't been up for murder yet. I'm trying to narrow some things down.
Absolutely. It has been quite hard for me, and I'm assuming you as well, to have not won yet. It would be quite nice to have that safe house, wouldn't it, dear?
It really would. If I won safe house, you wouldn't have to worry, that's for sure.
Oh, John, you're at the top of my friend list, dear. First to save. You are a kind heart, darling.
You're also on the top of mine. I'm still trying to make out those red spots from the crime scene clue.
Me also. I thought it was maybe Braille. However, it didn't pan out the way I thought it would.
Good morning, John. I wanted to say I was happy to see you made it through. Again, I'm sorry you had to go through that again. Poor child Matilda. Either way, happy to see you here and have a good day.
Thank you, Marie. And again, no hard feelings. You chose fairly. I probably would have done the same. I know poor Matilda. She had so many years left.
Damn, I really thought I had it dialed in too. I'm about to haunt all these fuckers and give them choky nightmares.
I need everyone to split themselves into 3 teams of 3. Decide your teams and team name, or it will be chosen randomly.
I like the last team. I would be up for regrouping.
I can go anywhere.
I can be anyone.
I'm good with whatever group as well.
Anyone care to team up with me?
I am absolutely okay with any team. I really did enjoy the last team. However, I definitely would love to work with new people also.
At least we can really party now.
Tonight you will each have your own bedrooms. Everyone's room is different. You left your fate in my soft little hands instead of choosing yourselves. By random, here are your teammates. Team Alabama Hot Pocket includes Cruella, Anne, and Darth Maul. Team Kentucky Klondike Bar includes John, Walter, and Marie. Team Georgia Rusty Trombone includes Littlefoot, Mystique, and David. I will be sending you to your individual rooms privately. Each team will choose 1 liar and 2 truth-tellers. Tomorrow morning, everyone will reconvene and describe in detail what was inside their room. 2 on each team will tell the 100% truth. 1 person on each team must 100% lie and make some shit up. You must collaborate with your teams to decide who the liar is by tomorrow morning. After sharing room descriptions, each team will have time to strategize with each other and guess the liars from the opposing 2 teams. Any team who can fool both other teams from spotting their liar will earn the clue in the form of an encrypted computer file. They will also be given early access to the right wing of the manor. Good luck, my little shindig walloping Willowinkies.
This is a wild mission. I also have to applaud the host for the 3rd group's name. That is hilarious.
This will be a fun one.
Very interesting.
I also just realized my team name meaning. What a grotesque set of teams, sir. Well, hello, ladies. Glad to be on a team with you. I suppose we have to come up with a liar between the 3 of us. Anyone volunteer? Personally, I'm not a very good liar.
Yes, this should be great. I don't think I am a good liar at all.
Hi, friends. These rooms are absurd. I feel like I expelled all my creative juices in the last challenge, so would rather be a truth teller. But let me know what you 2 think. I also feel like one of our truth tellers should be the last of our group to post. That way it'll look like they spent a lot of time trying to make something up.
I'm here. Sorry, let me get my act together.
I have a good feeling about this one. The more detail we put into the lie, the more believable I think it'll sound.
I'm just thinking it would have been so funny if Anne and Marie ended up on the same team. I'd love to see how they work together. Or don't.
Marie would have been so pissed. I didn't like working with Anne. She likes to take charge a lot.
Hi, thanks for coming.
Don't touch me, Potts. Can we go ahead and get it over with, please?
Today we're going to talk about quality. What does quality mean to you?
Performance. Craftsmanship.
Not a Chevy.
This year, Chevy received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other car brand. What do you think about that?
It's really impressive, actually. I am surprised that it's Chevy.
I have no idea what initial quality means. Initially, it's okay, but after that, it's just a piece of crap. Is that what you're saying here?
Oh, did I mention that Chevy received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than anyone else last year, too?
Did you guys not win the lasting quality award?
Oh, hey. Oh, wow.
My goodness. Wow, look at that. That's incredible.
Who is J.D. Power? Because, I mean, honestly, it sounds like a porn star's name. J.D. Power Hamler something, you know? J.D. Power Rod.
And the year before that?
Poor doors. Oh my gosh. It keeps going.
Wow, doors. Big doors opening and more cars. Who cares?
And the year before that?
What? Okay, so I just Googled it, and it's pretty much a made-up award. Initial quality is only for like the first 90 days.
In fact, Chevy has received more J.D. Power Awards for initial quality than any other car company, 4 years in a row.
Wow. I'm speechless.
Did you guys rent this whole building out just to show off all the cars you couldn't sell? I don't know why you guys keep inviting me.
Good morning. I hope you each received adequate rest in your private chamber. It is time to share with the other teams the details of your sleeping arrangements. The Georgia Rusty Trombones team will go first. David, Mystique, and Littlefoot, please come forward and share one by one. The rest of you must determine which two are telling the truth and which one is lying.
I'll kick things off for the Georgia Rusty Trombones. Welcome to the bedroom. When you first walk in, oops, you bump into a mushroom from Super Mario. Thankfully, it doesn't make you grow in size, but that's probably because there's a swirl drawn onto its head. I heard that negates the transformative powers of the shroom. In the corner of the room is a pair of dice showing double sixes. Nice. Lying on the bed is a ghost face mask, probably just a leftover prop from the filming of the last Scream movie. I'm sure there's nothing ominous there at all. The bed itself is interesting. It's set up like an animal trap. I bet it'll be quite dark and suffocating if that closes on you while sleeping, but at least you'll save money on needing to buy a coffin. The top of the animal trap headboard has a peace sign on it. That can serve as a good tombstone for your bedtime grave. I'm not scared of it though, because I have an angelic dog watching over me. How do I know he's angelic? He has a cute little halo and wings, and he's farting bacon and fire as he flies through the sky. Such a good boy. Finally, no bedroom would be complete without an outdoor view. Looking at my window, I can see a butterfly peacefully floating in the free skies outside the Blue Resort. Hope you enjoyed our tour.
My room is a bathroom. It has red walls and a clawfoot bathtub in it. On the wall there is a tattoo Asian-style dragon, a beach ball, daffodils, and mustache, which is on the wall pillar on the left. Under the bath is a red bath mat that has a sloth holding onto a big black dildo. In front of the bathtub, slightly to the left, is a chicken with blue overalls on with a strand of hay out of its beak. To the right of the chicken is a table which has a French bulldog on it. Above the table is a lamp on the side of a mirror. On the mirror is a pink stick figure with a dress on. Hanging from the roof is a red cartoon octopus with a cute face. On the wall next to the mirror is a wall fan. On the wall to the left to the mirror wall has a vanity with a platypus with an angry face. That is my room.
When you first walk into the room, you'll notice the sheer amount of confetti. Too much if you ask me.
There also seems to be a butterfly flying around this room. A very beautiful purple and orange butterfly.
Next up is the old wooden clock that sits above the bed. The time on the clock is 2:10. The bed has 3 pillows on it. One that is mostly white and 2 brown ones. It is very bright in this room as there are 4 light bulbs connected to 4 different light shades. These aren't normal light shades though, they're brown and red buckets. Connected to the light bulbs are different ties. All these ties are different and multicolored. There are 2 drawers next to the bed. The bed is surrounded by wooden crates. 3 are on each side and 4 above. And for all you music lovers, there is a harp in the corner for you to play whenever you feel like it. Lastly, there are 2 beautiful gray rugs next to each side of the bed. They look nice and fluffy and will feel great on your feet when you wake up in the morning.
Thank you, Rusty Trombones. Next team up is the Kentucky Klondike Bars, including John, Walter, and Bree.
My room is a living room. There is a plate of nachos on the end table, but 4 TV remotes on the couch. It's a yellow couch with a black cat on the corner of the couch, but on the ground. There's 2 couch pillows on there, one shaped like a circle and the other a square. There is also a fairy cage with a trapped fairy in there. The fairy is blue. There's a floating glass of whiskey right by the rug. The walls are blue. Lastly, the room has like a diamond middle lens, like a giant diamond where you can see through it like a camera but can see the lines all lined up in the middle of the room.
The room is a cave with a 70s style decor, armchair on the left with a lipstick kissed lamp on a table and a decorative dreidel or a lamp hanging from the ceiling. To the right, a bride and groom dancing. Upside down on the ceiling above the fur-covered bed. Christmas trees in the right corner, the one that looks like Linus's tree is decorated. The other has snow. Red arrows in the middle of the room pointing separate directions.
The Instagram ghost is bottom left wearing disguise glasses, so don't spook him.
My room is very small and all yellowy in color. Psychedelic-y, if you will. There are these stairs leading up to a loft. Within the stairs are what look like drawers with handles. Floating within the room is a planet that looks like Saturn. The letters N and E are also just hanging out with what looks like puzzle pieces and a fleur-de-lis. A bed sits in the middle with a pillow, and little storage area next to it. I can't forget about the flames throughout and the slide next to the bed. On the other side are glass doors leading outside. Possibly.
Thank you, Klondike Bars. Finally, we have Team Alabama Hot Pockets, consisting of Anne, Cruella, and Darth Maul.
My room has the following: mannequin head with curly wig, running paper doll, floating surfboard, white plate, metal folding chair, floating snowboard, red tennis shoe, purple high heel shoe, floating can of green beans, floating can of tuna, globe with star on top, small table with a ball of yarn on it, black baseball cap, floating teddy bear, toilet with a clown sitting on it, futon with rose petals all over and another can of tuna floating above it, window showing a lightning bolt, pole dance pole with a nun head floating in front, brown cartoony cat, yellow Walkman, red brick wall.
My room has an oversized candy corn on bed, red scribble marks on bed, black and white art with blood splatter on left wall, orange and black spider web in upper left corner, blue-colored eyeball on table to the left of bed, black plant on left side of headboard, orange banner on back wall with 3 diamonds coming from the bottom of a skull, red lips with vampire fangs on back wall, floral lamp against back wall, desk against back wall with books and an animal skull, tan chair at desk, box of stuff, record player, and a mirror on the floor in the right back corner. Stack of firewood against right wall. Window in the middle of right wall with bloody fangs at the top. Spray paint black writing at the bottom of window saying, "We play too." Pink lollipop on the floor against right wall. Fireplace in right front corner. Antler decoration hanging from ceiling. Lightning in the middle of the room.
My room is both festive and delicious. The walls are adorned with ketchup and mustard, as well as a McDonald's menu.
In the corner there is a love seat, but alas, there are too many cushions, so please don't sit there.
There is a grill for the foodstuffs with traditional July 4th fare. The bed is, you guessed it, a sandwich. As all July 4th parties go, there are fireworks going off in the corner and people marching across the edible bed. Also, the floor is made of linoleum because it needs to be sanitary.
Thank you, everyone. I will give you a few minutes to collaborate with your teams and agree on who to guess is the liar on each of the other 2 teams.
Any first instincts about the liars on the other teams?
For Team Rusty Trombone, my gut says David is the liar. The other 2 have more themed rooms and David's is all over the place. My room is also themed, so picking up on that. The other team I'm having difficulty picking out, they wrote all theirs very similarly. The only one I would say isn't lying would be Marie. She keeps saying looks like. It could be creative and clever grammar, but also could just be subconsciously talking about the room like she didn't make it up.
My thoughts are that this challenge says we will all receive bedrooms. John and Mystique don't mention beds. John says he has a living room. Mystique says she has a bathroom. Was that we all get a bedroom a misdirect from Victor? If not, they are my picks for liars. Here's what else I thought was suspicious of all players. For Team Georgia, David and Littlefoot both mention a butterfly, which seems to me too coincidental. Something about Mystique having a dildo in her room reminds me too much of the other team's submission in the crime scene mission. For Team Kentucky, Marie, John, and Walter all use descriptions seeming like they don't know exactly what they are looking at.
I actually agree with you 101%. I believe my room turns was definitely vampire. I think David is the liar. However, I cannot tell with the other team.
Thoughts on Mystique's? I just get inconsistency from it. That's my initial gut feeling.
Miss DeVille sounds true, and Mystique and Anne's both sound exaggerated to me. But Mr. Rose's, I'm not sure of either. Thoughts?
I think Mystique is the one lying. I think Littlefoot is telling the truth.
I'm having a tough time thinking that Darth Maul's is truth. Not one of the story has everything that matches. Like his is a true theme, 4th of July. Everyone else is all over the place. Or is it true and trying to fool us? My first instinct is that he is lying.
I agree. Why would everyone else's room be all random, but his has a theme of 4th of July? I've enjoyed working with you both. Now anxiously awaiting the results.
First instinct is that John is lying. I think the colors and some of the objects he listed out are very easy to just be swapped out from his actual picture.
I was thinking the exact same.
To me, John sounds the least crazy, which everyone's room from my knowledge had crazy stuff. So I feel he may be the liar. For the other team, it feels like Darth Maul. But I also feel it's done that way to make you think that, and it's actually Cruella lying. Just my feelings.
Yeah, I feel John and Darth Maul. John's items are described in a way that's easy to swap out for the real thing. Maul's room sounds like it's too coordinated as a theme. All food or 4th of July stuff.
I agree with you both. I think they both seem like the odd ones out to me.
If we're all feeling good about it, should I lock it in?
I say lock it in. If Mystique thinks we should as well.
I am happy.
Thank you, David. I hope we've done well. If not us, then I hope Marie gets it.
Okay, you have all had a chance to collaborate and submit your guesses to me. Unfortunately, the Alabama Hot Pockets did not submit a guess for liars to me, so they have automatically disqualified themselves from the mission. Anne, Cruella, and Darth Maul will not receive the clue this round. However, we will proceed as normal. Both of the opposing teams guessed Darth Maul as the liar. Will the true liar please reveal themselves? Anne was the liar. Had your team submitted a guess, you would have earned the encrypted file clue. Unfortunately, you did not, and no clue has been earned so far. Let's continue. Next up is Kentucky Klondike Bar. The Rusty Trombones guessed John as the liar. Will the true liar please present themselves? You were correct. The liar was John. Kentucky Klondike Bars, you will not receive the clue. That leaves the Georgia Rusty Trombones. The Klondike Bars guessed Mystique as the liar. Will the true liar step forward? Congratulations, Mystique was indeed the liar. This means that no team stumped the other teams. Thus, nobody has earned the clue this round. Mission failure all around. Mission success for the killer, as nobody will be a step closer to uncovering their identity today. I will see you this evening for your safe house mission.
We assumed incorrectly that you could read our private messages. That is very frustrating.
Don't assume and always include or inform me like any other day. I'll even wear a pretty dress for you.
I mistakenly thought Victor was on the thread the whole time, but that was the other clue mission. Dyslexia makes reading hard. Sorry, Team and Victor.
My fault, I apologize. But everyone lost, so that's a win.
I am also sorry I didn't even realize he wasn't reading our thread. I totally thought we just had to type final answer also. I'm not the happiest with this because we absolutely should have seen the clue. We would have won it. However, we didn't submit our answer the right way and none of us realized it. We all need to pay attention to the little details more now.
Not happy that I fucked up our chance because we could have won.
My team was good at strategy and following part of the rules. It's crazy that all of us were so invested, but none of us noticed that Victor wasn't in the group thread. I guessed both the liars correctly because Victor told us everyone would get a bedroom, but Mystique described a bathroom and John described a living room. My teammates still thought David was the liar. I'm glad that no one guessed me as the liar, but what a waste. I want us all to catch the killer, and without clues, it is that much more challenging.
I thought we were all trying to figure this murder out. How is everyone losing a win? I was frustrated nobody got the clue. Even if my team had lost, I think I made good enough connections with other people that if their team had won, they'd have shown me the clue as well.
What? I thought Victor was on my team.
Don't cry. Dry your eye.
I'm glad that since I didn't get the clue that no one did.
I felt sabotaged by Marie. She put in her truth before Mr. Coffee or I could get a chance to vote amongst the group. I also told her Anne was lying. But hey, don't believe the old man, right?
That really sucked. I thought I had a great room idea.
Anne brought something to my attention that would have made it really easy to spot two of the three liars, including the one on my team. Both Mystique and John described different rooms, but the instructions clearly said that we were all placed in different bedrooms. I missed that little level of detail, but it's strange for the two of them to have made the lie so obvious. Both our teams gave it a good effort, and at least Anne lost too. I'm surprised they didn't submit in the second part. Might make them easy targets for the next marking. This was a fun mission. A bit sad to see no one get the clue, because through my social connections I think I would have gotten it no matter which team won. However, I did get some smaller clues from the interactions of the players. The biggest shock was Anne's team not submitting. They claim it's a mistake, but it also could have been really easy sabotage for any of the three of them to make sure one team didn't get the clue.
I agree, David. Marie, we have all missed speaking with you very much. How was working with your team?
Hello, my friends. Well, those are surprising results. I'm wondering if Anne is throwing things again. I don't know. But I agree they could be good choices for marking, and Littlefoot, I missed you guys. It was so quiet. Actually, John and Walter were very pleasant and very easy to work with. I was a bit leery because of John, but he was okay. Now to wait for Safe House. One of us here needs to win this one. Getting important. I'm pissed. More for the fact that I can't search the manor more. The clues don't help me at all. But then again, well, that's just my mind working overtime. So never mind.
John seems pretty easygoing. Walter was a little critical last challenge, but not enough to be suspicious. Darth Maul is really standing out to me more and more these days.
No clue. I still need to figure out other clues anyways. There was a pan as a clue in the previous round. So I was thinking, pansexual, possibly?
Do you have any suspicions on the killer's identity? I'm suspicious of John and Mystique for not doing a bedroom for their lies. One could be an honest mistake and the other a sabotage.
That is true. I'm not quite sure. I am trying to figure out the clues. One clue that definitely stuck out to me is a frying pan. I'm not sure what that means quite yet, however. I thought possibly David because he is pansexual. I'm trying to look too deeply into these clues, I guess.
That's a good point about the pan. I thought it would be too obvious for it to point to Marie as a cook, but pointing to David could be something Victor would use as a clue. When there aren't clues or I can't figure the clues out, I look to find suspicious activity, like everyone on my team forgetting to add Victor, and John and Mystique being so obvious with their lies. Was someone sabotaging? Was I unknowingly sabotaging myself?
You just have to go on what you've learned from speaking to everyone and seeing how they interact. If anyone seems to be too good to be true, they probably are.
Without the clues, I've been watching people's challenge behaviors and just overall social interactions. Who is standing out versus who is trying to fade away? Who is talking a lot versus who is staying quiet? I'm still a bit torn on which is more killer behavior, so I'm still just trying to collect information for now.
Well, in general, it's usually people I haven't talked to much, or if I don't have a sense of who they are, or if they're being shady in any way.
I go back on when I was marked for death and who I've suspected so far.
My fallback is who annoys me the most.
Tending a garden can be hard work, especially when you're in your golden... Wait. How old am I? How long have I been in this garden? This was This was my parents' house. I grew up here. There used to be a tire swing right over there. Me and my sisters. I have 12 sisters. We used to take turns. Oh, are any of these memories real? Everything feels different somehow. I feel like I've been asleep my whole life, and only now am I awake. Oh no, God, please!
You babies have all been working so hard, yes you have. Gucci goo. So here's a classic, a simple point and click flash game for nostalgia and hair pulling. The person with the highest final score when the game is completed will win Safe House, guaranteeing themselves safety from the next murder. Considering nobody earned the clue this round, to help with a suspect choice, having safety is even more important. If you have any questions, please ask your dog.
I love this mission, hoping for good results.
It was great to see my laptop worked. It was a pretty cool game. I wish I could play more.
Even though I had never done it before, I really enjoyed the game for Safe House.
Video game challenges are so hard for me. Another reason to miss my daughter. She is good at doing my makeup and good at video games.
It took so long to get to the end. I enjoyed it, but my eyes didn't.
Oh, I actually loved this mission. It was hard to get at the very beginning with no directions. I think I could do so well.
Welcome back. I will now reveal the results from last place to the first place winner. Not finishing the game with only 144,000 points is Darth Maul. Not finishing the game with just 160,000 points is Anne Flatch. Everyone left managed to complete the game. It comes down to the highest score. In 7th place with 288,000 points is Littlefoot. In 6th place with 294,000 points is Mystique. In 5th place with 294,100 points is John Coffey. We are up to the top 4, David, Kruller, Marie, and Walter. In 4th place with 309,000 points is Marie Barone. In 3rd place with 346,000 points is Cruella de Vil. Leaving our top 2, it is between David and Walter. One of you has won Safe House. It was very close with a difference of just over 5,000 points. Our winner with a total of 369,250 points. David Rose. Congratulations, David, you have won Safe House. You are guaranteed to survive the next murder. However, you now have the responsibility of marking a minimum of 3 of your fellow players for death. The 5 you save will remain safe as well. The 3 you mark will be at risk to die. I will see each of you at the Mark for Death ceremony tonight. Best wishes and happy koala bears of Norway Chimichangas.
Congratulations, David.
Congratulations, David. You did an amazing job, darling. I thoroughly enjoyed this game.
That was a fun mission. I thought the mission was most excellent. I was surprised to get second place.
Amazing job, David. I was very glad that one of my Alliance members won, because then I knew I'd be safe and wouldn't have to get any of the blood on my hands.
Congratulations, David. Well done, sir. I'm thrilled David won. At least I knew I wouldn't be marked this round.
Congratulations, David. You did awesome. This mission was a lot of fun.
Where do you even go after getting all the keys? Also, taking a picture of the moving stuff was infuriating.
Oh, I love this game. So you have to get the ladder out of the kitchen, then take it to the attic. The rest of the stuff is in the attic, the front door key. Then proceed to the front door to end game.
Ah, I got to the attic but couldn't find the last candle.
Was it the candle from the bathroom? I kept forgetting that candle.
Congrats, David. I didn't think I would be so low on the list. I tried, but couldn't figure out this game. David did great, and Cruella really liked the game. If only she could have helped me during the challenge.
Woohoo! My chambers will be open today for anyone who wants to reach out for any chat. My hard work, practicing and writing down the next steps all paid off. It also took a bit of luck, because the first time I found that you can get 50 points by squishing a bug, I knew that that would be a more important tiebreaker than time.
Hello, dear Cruella. How are things with you? That was not a bad mission. Sort of relaxing, although it was very dark from my old eyes. But I took my time and plodded on. Is that even a word? I'm not so sure how this marking is going to go. A little concerned here. I suppose I should approach David and bring along some freshly baked brownies as a bribe. I will try anything.
Oh, yes, dear. Brownie sounds amazing. I would take that bribe.
I'll put some on the side for you, because all I've been doing is eating them myself.
David, you did awesome.
Thank you. That was a fun one. Don't worry, you're safe this week.
I appreciate that, thank you. Did you have anyone in mind or need some more information?
I think I'm just gonna go with my gut and the people who I've talked with the least. I don't want to make people unnecessarily get blood on their hands.
That's smart, I like the way you think. That was a very fun mission to do, though.
Congrats on the win. I did make an effort, but games like this get the best of me. I'm impressed with your score. I would like to not be marked. I have a clue I can share with you. What do you think? I know you said you would have my back when I didn't mark you, so the clue would just be a bonus.
The clue would definitely be appreciated. I think a lot of people are threatened by you, but from my perspective, we'll need both of our brains to crack this thing.
I'm so nice. Why are people threatened? I agree with working together on clues being a good plan. We can each see it from different perspectives and help each other stop this killer.
Maybe just because you won a bunch of challenges at the start? Whatever, I'm not really one to make waves, so as long as people are good at clues, I want to keep them around.
I wonder if Darth Maul wants to be marked but acts like he's upset. He never asked me for safety when I won, is strong at clue challenges but lands in the bottom on safe houses. Definitely seems suspicious to me.
Agreed. He's actually the only one who didn't reach out to me after the win. He's either getting lucky with his guesses or something is fishy.
Or he made a deal through his plea to always try to get Mark to take suspicion off the killer.
That's a great point. Maybe he did strike a deal.
Well, hello, David. I am quite sorry I have not reached out to you thus far. Always so busy with my designs, and if I may say, you seem to have amazing style. I just want to say congratulations on winning Safe House this round. You are quite the opponent. Always ranked quite high. You did absolutely marvelous, darling. Look forward to talking to you more, dear.
Reaching out is a two-way street, so I apologize as well. I definitely have a tough task before me. I've really enjoyed playing with everyone left.
I absolutely agree. I almost hope not to win, to not be put in that position. However, good luck to you, dear.
Well done, Mr. Rose.
How did you enjoy Ghostscapes? Personally, I found it exhilarating.
Thank you. I thought it was a fun game. So much better than the theme songs.
I concur. I wish you luck in your important decision-making. It is not an easy task.
No more floaters and inactives as easy marks. We're definitely getting down to the real game now.
Congratulations again, David.
Great work, David. I am very glad to see Anne at the bottom of the leaderboard after her last 2 challenge performances. It may be an easy option to actually put her up this time.
I'd love to see her up against Darth Maul. Just my feelings. Maul shits me. So does Anne. Cruella also goes under the radar a lot.
Oh my goodness, I am learning a lot from Mystique. Sorry not to go off track here. Major congratulations, David. A job well done.
Thanks, friends. I'm strongly considering putting Anne on the chopping block. It might be 1 round too early in my opinion, but we're really getting close to needing to make a move.
It is a fine balance. Also, the other 2, consider who has been up before and has survived. There are 2, but John only survived the first time because of Janet being auto-marked. It is a double-edged sword, winning, not knowing who will actually be killed and who will stay for revenge. I honestly think Anne has taken a step back and has been throwing challenges. The way she came at us the first 2, and now to do so badly and not finish, etc. awfully fishy to me.
Cruella and Walter also seem to slip under the radar and don't chat with me much. Thoughts on picking one or both of them?
Either works for me. I know Maul and Anne are great choices, but maybe only putting one up would be smart instead of both. I have no personal connection with either Cruella or Walter, so those are fine by me.
I've noticed Walter more than Cruella, but I guess everything has been quiet lately.
Walter and Cruella definitely have been staying under the radar.
So are what we saying is that Cruella and Walter are flying under the radar?
I think what we are trying to say is that Cruella and Walter are flying under the radar.
Do you guys think that Cruella and Walter are flying under the radar, though?
I think we are more so getting the idea that Cruella and Walter are flying under the radar.
I think we should seriously consider whether or not if Cruella and Walter are flying under the radar.
I'm hoping to see Anne up for it. Wish we could put just 2 people up. I'd love to see Maul versus Anne, as they are my suspects.
How are you feeling about who is going to be marked for death? I am definitely nervous, but David said I didn't have to worry this round. So I think I may be okay. How about you?
I'm definitely worried it will be me. Darth Maul and I being on the bottom is scary. The killer seems to like Maul. If I'm marked with him, I'll probably be next. When I didn't mark David in the rounds I won, he said he would have my back, but we'll see.
I'm anxious waiting for whatever the decision is. It's getting small. So the decisions are definitely going to be harder.
Welcome to the Mark for Death ceremony. David has won the final safe house mission, not only giving him safety from tomorrow's murder, but also giving him the right to choose which 3 of his fellow players will face the killer's wrath. David, please announce who is safe one by one, until the 3 at risk remain. The floor is yours.
Marie, you are safe.
Thank you, David, and best of luck to the 3 marked.
Anne is safe.
Thank you, David.
Mystique is also safe.
Well, thank you, David.
John, you are safe.
Good luck, the rest of you. This never gets any easier.
Agree, John. It's only going to get more difficult the farther along we go.
Only 1 spot for safety remains. David, choose the final person you are offering asylum.
Littlefoot is safe.
Thanks for the safety, David.
Walter, Cruella, and Darth Maul. The 3 of you have been marked for death. David, please explain your reasoning for your choices.
First, I want to say I deeply appreciate the congrats and everyone reaching out to me. We're past the point of the game with easy targets and inactives, so now things will begin getting difficult. I hope you all know this is just a game and hopefully there aren't any hard feelings. At this point, I've made a decision based off of the relationships I've built these past few weeks and who I think can help me get closer to solving this. Best of luck to all three of you.
As humans are prone to saying, third time is the charm. We are in the end game now. I'm just so happy to be marked again. I mean, it's probably me at this point, right? It has to be. Well, while I wasn't super happy about being last, but at least being last wasn't why I was marked for death this time.
I think they're trying to read my thoughts. I think it was a poor decision. David is avoiding nominating people who are more likely to be the killer and instead votes the same people in again.
So, predictable and boring.
I'm guessing either myself or Mr. Maul will be next.
Walter Bishop, Cruella de Vil, Darth Maul. While one of you will be murdered tomorrow, you each have one final chance to save yourselves. You must each choose a top suspect and offer a plea to the killer. If your suspect guess is the killer, they will not be able to kill you. Unless all three of you guess correctly, then each of you are eligible to die. You may offer forward a plea to be passed to the killer, a plea to spare your life, and maybe convince the killer to tip the scales in your favor. For one of you, the journey ends tomorrow. The murderer will strike at any point. Best of luck, suspects.
I must have the wrong house.
Sister?
Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
He's here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have to leave.
What? What are you guys talking about? We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters don't look at each other like that.
He sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan, to separate you and your sister.
You're crazy! Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. We're
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh! Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
It's mine.
Give it. Unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Emily, I love that we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folgers Colombian dark roast. Emily, will you make me the happiest brother?
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! Oh, no!
Kiss your
No! Stop it! Stop it! No! No! I just want to my brother!
It's Folgers in your cup.
I hope I did the right thing. That was a tough one.
Let's see how Darth Maul makes out. I was surprised about you not picking Anne. It's tough having to make the decision as to who to mark. Never know what to do. Trust your gut. I honestly thought he was going to put Anne up there. Not sure why he didn't, but it's his choice. He thought Cruella and Walter were flying under the radar. So why not put them up? Plus, both had been marked before. I don't honestly know his reasoning. I think he probably chatted the least with them.
Those decisions were mine and mine alone, so I'm proud of them. I was totally honest in my explanation that this was a strategic move. I needed to protect my alliance of Marie, Mystique, and Littlefoot, and I wanted to keep John safe since we've been close this whole game. Anne was the one I was debating on, but ultimately I decided I had to pay her back for keeping me safe twice, and I'm a bit worried about her wrath if she survives the killing. I'm not exactly sure who will die, but I don't think it'll be Darth Maul. He's survived too many times now, so either he's the killer or he's made a deal with them.
I'm grateful to be safe. David kept his word as far as not marking me, his promise when I didn't mark him round one. Or he wanted the clue I could show him.
I'm not surprised David whimpered out on his decision. He picked the 3 easiest options for the least blood. When are people going to realize Anne is probably going to win if she isn't killed? We are all trying to figure out the identity of the killer, but we are also trying to win the game. With her brain, she can easily make it to the finale and win, because no one else has had the balls to put her up yet.
Hi, John. Congrats on being safe this round. I'm happy for you. And for me as well. Wasn't sure where this one was going.
I'm happy for you too, Marie. I'm glad we're both safe. A little sad to see Cruella and Darth Maul on there again. I have a feeling it might be Maul because this is his 3rd time up.
I am so sad that I am at the bottom, yet again. I did so good on this mission, and it seems my efforts do not even matter. I absolutely wish I would have won. I absolutely want to win at least one safe house. I feel like I am trying hard, and everybody is just so good. I have so many talents, and I feel I haven't even been able to show my best yet. I think there could at least be one mission that is perfect for me to win safe house. So I have to at least make it that far. However, winning the entire game would be just the icing on the cake for me.
This is my first murder mystery game, so my goal is to make it as far as possible. I was looking for a new challenge, and this was it, and I'm hoping to strategically maneuver myself in this game to the finale.
This is a game? I thought I was solving a murder with Olivia and Peter.
Aside from winning, I want to show that someone with all my conditions, gifts, can be a strong person and shouldn't be counted out.
My goal in this game is that I want to learn how to strategize more. I feel like I haven't had the opportunity to talk to everyone.
I want to find my one person that I can actually trust. I'm missing that connection.
Well, being that I don't have a good sense of who the killer is yet, sadly I can't really trust anybody. It seems to be how it always is.
I am game bot. Beep boop beep, I will win.
My ultimate goal. I would like to have a nice bowl of bread pudding. I am told by the Sith Council that bread pudding is to die for.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, my paranoia is at a 5. If I had LSD, I would be a 1, or maybe a 10.
My paranoia as far as being marked right now, about a 3. My paranoia about my fellow players, that's a 7. I do not have one particular person that I can say I trust. No one is standing out. I thought it was Mystique, but she's vague quite a bit, and Littlefoot is overly cheery, and David chats with a lot of people. Cruella talks and says nothing. Anne is always trying to find out information. Darth Maul doesn't talk. Walter is spacey. John is sort of quiet.
I would say my paranoia is at a 3. I actually feel quite good at the moment. I've made solid connections that have stopped me from being marked so far, and I hope to continue that for as long as possible.
I'm just slightly paranoid. I feel like I should have more, but I'm too oblivious to people going against me.
I'll put it at about a 7. I feel like there's some people, like Littlefoot and Mystique, are pretty well cleared in my mind, so that helps. I'm sure my paranoia will creep up if I ever get marked for death, and if some of my top suspects get killed.
About 3 for everyone else, but a 10 for David because he has it out for me now. Which you know what that means if I survive.
My paranoia is at a 10. It is so psychologically draining and confounding to figure out the other player's thinking process. Does Darth Maul not ask for safety because he is the killer and doesn't need it, or does he have some kind of deal with the killer? If he keeps looking guilty by not trying in safe house missions and not asking to be safe, pretty much asking to be marked, that the killer won't kill him? Or is he the killer and knows we will think it is too obvious, thus making the right move? Does he have the killer figured out? Was John or Mystique sabotaging, or did they both make mistakes? Why doesn't Walter talk to anyone as far as I know?
The way people interact, the way they write their posts, and the way they respond to being safe is how I deduce the killer.
How people act or react and the amount of time hanging around. I also don't think David is the killer at this point. He's just a harmless, bumbling, drunk idiot who thinks people will approach him and kiss the ring. Not I, sir.
Well, for this particular marking, I fall back on the fact that Darth Maul has been marked 2 times. Actually, all 3 have been marked before, so it will be interesting to see if Maul survives again. If the killer wants us to believe Maul is the killer, he will save him. Then again, if he survives, he could be the killer. But I think he's too obvious.
Littlefoot is my top suspect because I suspected him twice and haven't gotten killed.
I'm going to stick with the dinosaur Littlefoot. Just something there. He's too nice and not sure what else. Unless something happens to change my mind.
I have a few suspects still in mind. David and Ann are still on my mind, but my top suspect right now is still Marie.
I suspect everyone, of course. My top suspect at this time is John, because he may have sabotaged his team for the clue. If the killer can stop more people from seeing the clues and getting information, the less likely they have to figure them out.
My top suspect is Darth Maul. Just his attitude. He seems grumpy, and I feel killers are grumps.
Wow, what is wrong with me? I'm going with Mama Marie this week as my top suspect. The killer and Marie have very similar patterns of being active a lot, very chatty at the start of the game and less so now. But the big thing was in the round 3 clue. There was a frying pan clearly in one of the crime scene pictures, and no one likes to cook more than Mama Marie. I really hope I'm wrong because I love her like a second mother, but this is just where things are pointing me now.
My plea to the killer is this. If I'm wrong, please don't kill me for getting second place. I don't think killing off an elderly person is kind. Hopefully you feel the same. Also, elect some new faces to be marked for death. This election process is getting predictable.
Well, here we are again. We have to stop meeting this way. A Dathomirian Zabrak could think someone was stalking them. But seriously, at least a third of everyone absolutely thinks I'm the killer, so if I go now, there will be a lot more hate to spread around. Not to mention the more I'm marked and survive, the more it looks like I'm you. Also, I really want to survivor someone's ass. Just need to do well on one safe house mission finally, so I can go full on attack dog.
Well, I have found myself at the bottom yet again. It seems I'm not making the right friends. Or I just haven't had the time to befriend everybody. That does make me sad. Especially because everyone seems so fun. I am having an amazing time, and I do so hope that I can stay in. I am going to continue to do my best, and hopefully figure out this killer. Please, please do let me stay. I am a great teammate and have many useful talents. I'm not ready to die yet, so I have to change my previous suspect. Since she is no longer here, I do believe for now with the new clues the killer could possibly be. I hope this isn't goodbye. You have been a dear friend, John.
I truly hope not. You have been a fine companion, Cruella. I would be lost without you.
Fine. What the hell was that? I think we need to leave. What is it? What's going on?
we should really go.
There's something.
Oh my god!
Jesus, what is that? Let's go.
We are all victims of our own gene pool. I think someone peed in yours.
This was one failed experiment for you. Better luck next time, Doc.
Waiting for the kill, ripping through your flesh, anticipating every move you make. You fish bait. My silhouette clashes with my razor sharp fang, piercing your skin and unraveling your brain. Sick in the range, use a mental telepathy to invade. Minds are weak, my voice is chills through your physique when I speak. Living for the sacrifice.